everyone, I'm Shelby and today I'm going to teach you how to make these cute little mice cookies from a recipe by Martha Stewart. Okay, so for this recipe we're going to need 3 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour mixed with half a teaspoon of kosher salt. I already whisked that together here in this bowl. 2 sticks of unsalted butter, and we want that to be softened, so let it sit out for a while so that it gets to room temperature all the way through. 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of almond extract. It kind of looks like nothing, but it's the almond extract. 1 egg, 1/4 cup of sliced almonds, and make sure they're not the pre-toasted kind. So these are licorice laces, and this was kind of the hardest ingredient to find. I ended up ordering this from Amazon. Just a word of warning, if you do get them on Amazon, make sure that you really, really, really love licorice, because it comes in a huge wad of licorice laces. So just a heads up on that. And then these are the chocolate chips that we're going to melt down for the eyes and nose later. So this is 3 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Okay, so using a stand mixer, we're going to beat the butter until creamy, or for about 2 minutes on medium-high speed. And if you don't have a stand mixer, you could also just use a handheld mixer. So we'll do that for about 2 minutes. Okay, so now that the butter is looking creamy, we're going to go ahead and gradually add the sugar in while the mixer is still running. And we're going to allow it to mix for about 3 minutes, or until things are starting to look kind of pale and fluffy. Okay, now that the mixture is looking nice and fluffy, we're going to add the almond extract, as well as the egg. Okay, now we're going to reduce the speed to low, and we'll add about 1/3 of the flour mixture. It's a little dicey. And then we're just going to add the remaining flour bit by bit until it's blended. I just got a big bowl and kind of spoon it in. Okay, so once we've mixed the dough until it's just come together, what we'll do is take it and form it into 2 discs. Okay, so once we've got our discs rolled out, we want to wrap them in plastic wrap, and we're going to just put them in the fridge for 2 hours or up to overnight. I'm going to go with 2 hours. Okay, so now that the dough is finished chilling, we're just going to actually shape the mice. So you want to take about a tablespoon-sized scoop and just kind of scoop it out. And you're going to take the mouse and kind of roll it into a ball, and then you're going to taper one end, so almost like an egg shape in a way. Let's see if I can make it look cute. And you're going to kind of taper it a little bit, and then you want to sort of pinch the tapered end to give like a little depression, like eyes. Let me show you. It doesn't look very cute right now, but once we get it, the icing on it, or the chocolate piping on it, hopefully it'll look better. So you kind of taper it. I don't know if you can see this. You kind of taper it, and then you just sort of pinch it, and then your fingerprints leave sort of the mouse face shape, just the bare minimum shape of it. And then we want to take the almonds and just kind of insert them to make the ears, and you want to do it kind of like straight down. So let me show you here. Okay, so that you put the almonds in like that to be the little ears, and then we're gonna make as many as we can from this one disc of dough, and just pop them on the baking sheet once they're done. Okay, so now that all my mice are ready, I'm gonna pop them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, my mice just came out of the oven, and some of them maybe got a little more toasted than others. Some of their ears are kind of not quite hanging in there, but you know what? I'm not about to start body shaming these mice. They are all perfect, and we're just gonna make them even cuter now. Okay, so now that the mice are out of the oven, what we're gonna do is add the tails by poking a hole in the back of the mouse. And it would honestly probably be better if you had something a little thicker. I'm using a toothpick because that's just what I have, but I think a bamboo skewer would probably be better for this. And then you just want to take one of your little licorice tails, and you're going to insert that into the back of the mouse. And the warmth of the cookie kind of helps the tail to adhere. So we've got our first little guy with his tail. And I'm just putting this on a wire rack to cool. And you're gonna just repeat that with the remaining mice. I'll be honest, in my house, we hate licorice, so at least black licorice. So this is all purely for show. We will probably be eating these as hamster cookies, which is perfectly fine if you don't like licorice. Okay, so now we're ready to decorate their faces with the eyes and nose, and what I did was just, I took the 3 ounces of chocolate and microwaved it, stirring about every 30 seconds until it was melted, and then I just put it in this Ziploc bag and cut like the tiniest hole I possibly could at the end. So we'll see where this gets us. You just want to pipe on in those little depressions that you made when you pinched the face. Just pipe on the eyes and a nose. Okay, well, he looks a little messy, but you get the idea. And just do that with all of them. So that's it. Now you can make your own mice cookies and decorate them however you want. If you enjoyed this recipe, you can check out Martha Stewart's cookbooks at the library, and I'll include a list of those and other cookbooks you might like down in the video description. Happy reading and happy eating!